What's up, everybody? The Lazy Farmer is back in yet another episode of Railroader. Once again, I was foiled. I was going to do Run 8 again tonight since I didn't do it yesterday, and then yesterday turned into a marathon 7-hour stream on Railroader. And we're going to cover some more of what I learned from that and what I'm gleaning from that, which was a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, it was a lot of fun, and I want to do it again, but I'm not going to do all day like that. Of course, I worked all day today at my job, job, four-letter word. So, but anyway, we're back here, and kind of like what the title says, that there is a new locomotive in the house. But before I show, that's why you're not seeing anything right here, because I got a couple of cars. I got the game paused. I'm at $4,935. It is day 15, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, I did take out a $5,000 loan, and I'm only $65 away. And in less than one day, I'll be able to pay the loan back. That's good, but I might only pay half of it back, or maybe like $2,000 or maybe $3,000. I'll run it out for another day or so. That way, I still have some money in my coffers to purchase anything that I might think I need to purchase. So what have I done? Yeah, we're looking here at the return to game screen. We'll be getting into this in just a moment, guys. I don't want, when I return to game, it starts the clock ticking. That's why I'm hanging on to it. Of course, my day starts at 6 o'clock in the morning. It is only 10 o'clock, so 9:57, so almost 10 o'clock, and in the space of 4 hours, we have gotten so much done. So as you can tell, I'm in Bryson, and I've got about maybe 5 or 6 cars that I need to drop off. I've already come through and picked up everything that was available to pick up. I'll double check just to make sure we got anything else, and then we'll make our way back to Whittier, drop off if there's anything to be picked up. If anything, I'm really more expecting to head back to Whittier as light power. And before I advance today too, I think I need to kind of fix the logging industry and what's going on up there. So we'll talk about what's up, Bob. How you doing? Welcome back. Good to see you as always. So anyway, but I think I'm going to show you. Bob might be interested in this as well too. There is a new engine in the house. There. Oh, I tease. Look. No, not yet. And now there it is. P43 Pacific. How is that? It's such a good boy. It's a beast. It's such a good boy. Yeah, no, I did. That's what I took the loan out for, as I had enough. I had to take out $5,000. Just give me a little bit of an extra. Bought the P43 Pacific just because I'm anticipating more loads, especially when I expand out to Silva. Sorry guys, I'm looking at some stuff here. I think I might have to. Yeah, no, I was just looking at the wheels, and looking at the anti-aliasing that's going on, or lack of it. But there is a UI or a mod that actually will kind of adjust that as well too, so give you some control over the anti-aliasing. And I might have to do that because we're looking at it. You guys are looking at it. I'm looking at it on my 4K monitor, and it used to look better. I don't know what's going on. I know it's little things with the last update as well too. But anyway, back to the P43. So what does a P43 have? So Pacific P43. This is what we bought. We'll pull this up. Tractive effort is 43,000 pounds. Factor of adhesion is 4.5. It can handle small radius curves. Empty weight is 3,223 pounds. Tender weight is 52,600 pounds. Empty, it holds 12 tons of coal and 10,000 gallons of water. He's such a good boy. I was doing that yesterday, and I think it was driving Hank nuts. I don't know. He was kind of like he got kind of quiet, and sort of like, okay, I don't understand what he's saying, what he's doing, but no, he's a beast. She is a beast. So, yeah, no, and I mean, right now with what I have, I'm the long string of cars, almost 1,400 tons, and not a problem. Not a problem. Didn't even. I don't think she even broke sweat. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and use her. Oh, let's see. What does she sound like? I put a different chime on her. And by the way, too, guys, if I noticed something yesterday in my 7-hour stream. You guys weren't getting game sounds, and that was, well, I had a micro blows Microsoft um, update that actually, I don't know what was going on. It took 3 days to do that update, and it was just horrendously slow. And I've never had anything that slow, but I think part of that might have been exacerbated by myself because I put a longtime favorite antivirus program back on my system again, and it seemed to slow everything down, so I took it back off. And I'm running something a little bit different, and I was just looking to see if they had fixed it. I guess there's a new version coming out next year, so I'll wait till then. But I do have intrusion prevention, all that good stuff. So anyway, getting away from that. Yeah, so it just took 3 days, and I know that in that part of that download, or part of that update, is it changed my sound settings. So I thought I changed them back, but I changed them back in everything but OBS. So if there was no chuffing sound from the locomotives, you didn't hear the horn, you didn't hear the bell yesterday, that's on me, guys. I'm sorry, but you guys did hear me, and you did hear the conversation that I had in Discord, because I had big Chris Gutierrez, or Christopher Gutierrez. He shows up in my chat channel every once in a while. Really good guy, and he works for Burlington Northern Santa Fe, and he's here local to me. As a matter of fact, tomorrow afternoon I'm going to be in his neighborhood with the softball team, so that's going to be interesting. I don't know if we'll see if he comes out and we do a face-to-face or not. It'll be interesting. But anyway, that being said, yeah, we did some teaming, as he put it, as if the locomotives were radio controlled. And so you'll hear the term RCL, radio controlled locomotive, then RCO, radio controlled operator. And so basically we had an RCO in the front, an RCO in the back, and if we were moving backwards, the one in the back had control of the locomotive, and if we were had to move forward, the one in the front had control of it. And we just communicated back and forth what we needed to do, and we just moved it back and forth. And he said that's pretty much how he operates when they're doing work for BNSF, or if they're contracted from BNSF to Central California Traction Company, which runs in Stockton, California, and that's how they operate. So it was interesting. It was an interesting session all the way around. Had a lot of fun with that. It was fun enough that it turned into a 2-hour stream, turned into a 7-hour stream. And then we jumped off to go harass Kung Fu Beer on his stream. Had fun. That's always a good stream. And if you haven't looked at Kung Fu Beer, look him up, give him a follow, give him a thumbs up. He did another good stream down there in Southern California on Run8. And that's what I was going to do yesterday, but they hadn't updated Run8 on the Mateo server. I was going to do that today, but now the Mateo server's down, and they're investigating. Boy, everything's down. Lord of the Rings Online has been down for 2 days. So, Easter weekend, my daughter and I planned to play Lord of the Rings Online all weekend long. Never got a chance because Lord of the Rings Online was down all weekend, and I'm kind of speculating. There's nothing being said, but when you have equipment failure, okay, my question is, where's your battery backup? Because they're talking about a power issue. But then they're talking about that they had to run new cables and everything. So I'm thinking, not only did they have a power issue, I think the power issue caused a fire. That's just me speculating. They're not going to say if they are or not. I don't care. I just do it. But you know what? They're back up. That was a nice thing. I got home from work today. Lotro is back up. So Lotro is still around, guys. It didn't go anywhere. Anyway, let's go to work. Let's play with this big dog. You're such a good boy. All right, come on back. Let's see what we got. Hit the tab here. We got, okay, this is one we did pick up, waiting to go back. So we are not going to run light. We're going to have at least one car with us, essentially running light. All right, I got 3 cars going out to Appalachian Hardwood. And I think I've got Bryson Lumber and Coal, which we got to basically pull in and then push back. And then 2 for Bryson Freight House, which gets pushed in right there. Bryson Lumber and Coal is right back here. Where that coal that I'm hovering on, there's a track right next to it. That's where that car goes. So I think we're going to take care of Bryson Lumber and Coal first. So this leads me to kind of not a dilemma, but some things to ponder. I'm thinking my other Pacific that I have, the smaller one, that one may come up here. Well, this was definitely going to be happening. This locomotive is actually not going to be a switching locomotive, but in this case, we're going to do it. But I think the other Pacific is going to come up, and it's going to be a switcher and local. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where you going, bro? What'd you forget to do? I forgot to switch. Yeah, if I make a mistake, it's so you guys don't have to. Always remember to make your switches. Anyway, that being said, I will turn the smaller Pacific, which has been a very effective unit, but on the road, it's just struggling or just starting to struggle. So I'm trying to stay ahead of that curve. So this will be the road train. And opening up the bridge area onto Fontana, I wasn't sure what to expect, but I only got one new industry, and that's the coal industry. And so I got to advance the day one more day, and I'm hoping that I will now be able to do some form of a captured service between the coal, call it the coal mine, and bringing loaded coal cars down to, well, like down here to Bryson, or go down to Whittier where I have a coal chute, or eventually down into Dillsboro as well too. So I would have to get another coal car for that. All right, let's go ahead and we'll always lace up. And we will disconnect there, hit the handbrake there. All right, let's go ahead and pull forward. Can I ride on the front? I always had fun riding on the front. Can I do it on this one? Let's see. Does it? Yep. There we go. All right, I can. Sweet. All right, let's go. I mean, that's one thing I like about it. Okay, I'm pulling one car. It's not really like putting any, not challenging this locomotive, but I mean, before I even get the first chuff, I'm up to almost a little over 5 miles, 6 miles an hour. So yeah, she's a worker. I like her. Why did I not wait to get to Santa Fe? I was looking at all the information, and the thing about the Santa Fe is it's rated for only large curves. And I'm thinking, as I look at the map real quick, I'm looking at some of these curves. You know, right here. Is this considered a large curve? Here. Okay, so the rest of the main line, yeah, the Santa Fe would be fine. Oops. But I just thought that for right now, this Pacific would suit my needs. Or the needs of the railroad. Not my needs, but the needs of the railroad. So, things to consider in the multiplayer is I want to do more multiplayer. So we got to get Hank in here because Hank is absolutely loving Railroader to the point that he kind of jumps on, looks at Run8, and then goes back to Railroader. To be honest with you, I'm doing the same thing. And I'm a little discouraged because it seems like whenever I've been wanting lately to play on Railroad on Run8, something's keeping me from doing it. Alright. So to get the multiplayer done, I'm going to have to set up work orders in my Discord. And we're going to have to create some different crews and assign people. And I kind of want to make sure that I don't want to be a tyrant, but I definitely want to have things done the way I want them done. And so right now, the logging area, I think from what I understand, I've got to go take a look and figure out what the routine on that is. And I know, Hank was like, how are you getting so much done in less than half a day or about a half a day when it takes him an entire day to complete all the work? And so it's about figuring out the more efficient way. Now, when Chris was on with us yesterday, with his experience, real life experience in the railroad, the fact that he brought some insight, some things that made me realize there's certain things that I'm doing wrong. All right, so $76 plus $6 timely, $82 for dropping this off. I got enough right now. That just put me over the top. I haven't delivered anything else, but I got enough to pay back that loan. And I haven't even run. You know what? I haven't even run the passenger service yet. Well, I've not in this session. I've run it today, but not in this session. Speaking of which, where is it? Okay, number 4. It's down here, Whittier. Of course it is. All right, let's go ahead and send it back. Passengers. So we're going to stop at the Whittier, Ella, Hemingway Station, and all the way up to Alarka Junction. Go ahead and grab all those. And order. And we're gonna go in reverse. All right, he is moving. Yes, I did drop a fusee. So if we go back all the way, all the way around, here's Hemingway. How much is a Hemingway? Nobody really knows. Here's Alarka Junction. So, and there's the fusee. So I stopped this. So it'll pass Alarka Junction after I unload the passengers. Come all the way here, stop. That way I can send it back their way and it'll stop at Alarka Junction. This is the coal mine up here. So I'm going to have to, I'm thinking the way this is set up is, I'm either going to have to, well, got a bit of a yard right here. So I can bring cars in. I got enough room to pull them in, do a run around, then pull them back out, running in reverse. Cars here, cars there. So I don't know if I'm expecting cars sent to me when I advance today. We're going to see. Give me an idea how much work I have to do. The other one is, I'd like to know what they're going to do here with this. All this long. What's this? Why is that there? They're thinking something, but why is that there? So, and then what else am I looking at? Oh, here, Walker. I call this Walker Ranch, but just Walker, which is, logs. Um, I'm looking at getting that Mikado logging locomotive and I got some runarounds up here, but yeah, I'm seeing pulling up, running around, pulling the cars out, pushing them in, bringing them back. So it'll be interesting to use these because I need more logs for the sawmill. Sawmill, if we pull this up, go to locations, sawmill. Right now at tier 4, the sawmill is doing 21 cars worth of logs a day. I went back, I got 16. So if I do 2 trips, 2 sets of 8, so that's 16, and another one would be 24. No, yeah, 24. So that's more than enough to keep me in logs to keep the sawmill going, but it's pumping out. I get so many cars coming in for the sawmill now that I cannot, if I can pull some cars off, then I'm going to pull some cars off, but it's enough to fill, again, enough cars for the sawmill that I actually can fill both tracks. I don't have an open track anymore. So that's created another switching conundrum. And that's one thing I love about Railroader. I mean, there's the switching puzzles as you get going in, anti-aliasing is really bugging me. I need to go back and take a look at all the settings on my video card because it was never that bad. It got better when I got my new 4K monitor, and now it's gotten, like, I'm not even on a 4K monitor now. And then knowing me, I probably didn't set something right. But anyway. Going back to Railroader, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, you don't even. This is me personally. This is me. If you want to go with all the mods that they're coming up with, that's up to you. I'm not overly like anti-mod. I mean, you all see it. I got the mod for the maps, so I can make switches. I introduced that mod yesterday to Chris, and I can tell just by talking to him through Discord, he started drooling. It makes life easier. I know Hank uses it. I know, Quincy? Mr. Quincy White uses it. It's very efficient, very effective. And the only other one I use is the UI mod. Better UI. And it's slightly better, and it's nice. It's information I can use. Extra horns, I don't care. I really don't. There's a mod out there that gives you a 442. I'm sorry, a 440, which is kind of like the old. I want to call it the General Lee, but I think I got that wrong. But it's the one that used to run, and every once in a while they'll bring it out and fire her up. But she'll used to run up from Reno up the mountain to Virginia City and back down again. They can do excursions. They open that rail back up again. Yeah, that's not quite this era, so I'm not interested in that. Oh, there's a mod out there that allows you to change tenders between locomotives. Why? Other than maybe small locomotive with a heavy tender on the back end of it, lots of coal and water, and you can run forever. I'm a kind of a purist, to be honest with you. As far as the equipment goes, leave the equipment alone. That's just me. Everybody, you guys, you do you. Haven't seen anything else other than there is a mod, like I was saying earlier, that allows me to kind of play with the anti-aliasing settings in the game. Since there are not really any at this time, So if I can improve the anti-aliasing, then yeah, I'll make it look better. If it looks better for me, it'll look better for you guys. And so that one I may play with. You're such a good boy. Oh, anyway, sorry. My dog. Anyway, all right, Bryson Freight House. Let's go push this one in. Yep, I'm pretty sure. Yep, straight ahead. So we're going to come ahead. But you can see what I'm doing. This locomotive is a little bit on the big side to do what I'm doing. The only other thing would be to get an actual switching locomotive. But for right now, I think, yeah, I will bring the smaller Pacific up here. The Mikado, not the Mikado, I'm sorry, the Mogul will keep on the logging line until I get a logging locomotive. So there'll be at least 2 new locomotives as far as logging is concerned, one for Walker and one for Connolly. And of course, my wish list is that if they ever introduce another locomotive like they did with the Santa Fe, please, please, a Shea or a Heisler for logging. That's not outside the realm of possibility that something like that would be in use during this time frame. Okay, side note too, things I want to just talk to you guys about. Listen, you know what? Your equipment, it listens to you. Because yesterday, it is no coincidence that yesterday when Mr. White was in my stream, he was talking about red marble grade and how it rivals the Saluda grade. And this is, I forgot, the Southern something or other, or something Southern Railway. That's what this whole area is being modeled after. And the red marble grade is actually in this particular map for Railroader. And like I said, it is not a coincidence that last night, as I crawled into bed, I'm going to watch some YouTube, check some things out, and that's good enough for both gray. That'll work. All right, we got payment of delivery to Bryson Freight House. There is no time bonus for doing the Freight House or the team track. Too bad. All right. But yeah, I pull up YouTube, and what's the first video I see? It's a video on a rail car excursion up the red marble grade. So the red marble grade, when it was brand new, 4.8% was the steepest that it ever went. But today, the grade has a lot of the roadbed has sank. It's not in any use right now. So it hasn't been maintained. Because it hasn't been maintained, the roadbed's kind of sinking. And in some places, it's pushing like 5.5 to 5.8% grade in some places. And these little tiny rail cars, which I looked them up, I was just curious. I looked them up. You can buy a rail car. There's a lot of people just around me selling them. You can buy them for about $5,000. That's not very much. Of course, you're going to need a trailer because you're going to want to have to put them on a trailer so you can trailer where you want, and then get them onto some abandoned tracks. I wouldn't recommend doing anything that's been in use. Last thing you need to see is a ES44 or SD70 or whatever coming at you. What was the last thing that he thought? What was the last thing that went through his mind as he hit the front end of that train? His butt. Yeah, old joke, bad joke. Anyway, but still, I mean, that's something that I actually contemplated last night. But I just was really like, wait a minute, it's no coincidence. I'm talking about red marble grade. Next thing I know, I have a YouTube video on red marble grade. I didn't go search for it. And actually, I did. It's like, as it was Mr. White was talking about it, I did make the statement. I said, oh, when I get a chance, I'm going to have to go search for it. No, my equipment was listening to me, and it said, oh, don't worry, we'll search for it for you. In fact, here it is. It's really pretty. Very pretty run up the mountain. The rail cars, a couple of rail cars, actually, well, even the one that was filming it, they're getting a lot of wheel slip. So rail cars are very small, very light, with just 2 people in them, and they were booking too. They were moving really fast. But yeah, there was actually a one that was 2 cars up, had to come to a complete stop so that they can get better traction and start up again, because they completely had so much wheel slip that they had no choice but come to a stop. That's how steep the grade was. But very pretty. It was done in the fall, so the colors were amazing. All right. Moving on. Okay, we got take off the brakes on this one. You're holding, huh? Where are you holding at? Holding at stop signal, stop West Ella. Okay, let's take a look at the map. Why is he holding? West Ella. I think it's probably because that switch right there was closed against him. Now it's opened up. He'll get moving. Clear Ella West. Okay, he got a clear signal and he's on the move. Awesome. So if you left Ella, let me double check the switches coming into Bryson. All right, that switch is good. This is coming into the yard, but that one's good. That's good. Coming through, coming through, coming through, coming through, and I'm gonna have to go through this. So I need to make sure I get into this area before he comes through. Okay, let's get pushing. No! Dang it. Alright, let's go. We'll go this way. I had this problem yesterday as well, too. Trying to click the second when there are two switches like that closer. I'm clicking on the second one. I actually am hovering on it. It's telling me what state it's in, but then again, I could always go to the map and do it here on the map, which is what I should have done, but I didn't. Alright, so I'm coming down this one. Alright, we'll be fine. Got it on follow mode. Alright, let's reverse that switch. Gave me a restricting, which I'm kind of violating that because I'm going faster than 15. Throw that switch, let's throw this one, so line locks it for mainline operation. Alright, we're going to slow this down a little bit. Alright, heading for Appalachian Hardwoods, which is going to be the pink, the light blue here. There we go, a little horn action on the going across the crossing there. Discord channel. No, I'm not. But yeah, going back, I'm looking at. I do have a railroad discussion. I think I'll redo that and turn that into railroad or work orders in my Discord channel, and try to keep that updated between what I do single player and when I have multiplayer. And I'll have to set the stage. Okay. Let's take a look. Do I want to... What do I have first? Alright, so G3A goes straight ahead. And I can just couple in, back in, push the other two cars in, and we're done. Alright. So that's pretty much what I got working with Chris yesterday, is like right here. My plan was to use all three of these tracks. They're available. This one doesn't get used. But he showed me a better way. That there is a way to do it and not take up this one track, just use the two. It was very efficient. And that's ultimately what I'm looking for, is that efficiency. I can see right now I do not have anything that needs to be picked up, so drop these two cars off. I'm done. We'll go back, and I think I'm just going to push that car all the way back to the Whittier exchange, or interchange, not the exchange, but the interchange. But I think that's my purchasing now is going to be before I advance anywhere. I know I need, well, the smaller Pacific is going to be, I think it's a P18. Is it a P18? I'll take a look. Let me see. Yeah, the P18, that will become the switcher and local out of Bryson. I'll need a switcher for Silva, well, Dillsboro. So it'll be the Silva local or Dillsboro local, which will cover Silva, anything to the east of Dillsboro. All right. All right, so I need to push in. Why did I do that? I always click the wrong thing. Okay. And let's see, can I just push it? Even against the brake. Nice. Wait for that to turn gray. And it's gray. Alright, and I think I got room for, let's see. I could actually go farther. G3A, that one. I can just push in, actually. Pull back a little bit. Long enough to pull against the brakes. Alright, let's give a little more space between the G3B area and the G3A. Okay, we're all good. And I have room for one more if I get it. But then with the tier 4, I'm probably going to be... Alright. Turning these cars a lot faster. Alright. Brakes applied. I'm going to have to play with this a little bit more and see if I get damage on the car. Passenger ticket fare, $196 for 90 fares. Woo! It's over $2 a ticket. That's highway robbery, the people say. No, you know, I'm expanding the railroad. Now you need to pay. Where is she at? Alright, she hasn't left Bryson yet. I might just sit here and watch in the distance as she goes by. But while we're waiting on her, let's bring those in. Okay, I'll go stand on this side. Okay, come on down. We made money, 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 money. All right, let's go ahead and back her out of here. Ooh, my coal. Four tons of coal remaining out of 12? Wow. Yeah, I don't think she's very efficient for doing any kind of switching. All right, we are going to hold up here. And wait for the passenger train. All right, stopped at a red board. Why did you stop? Why are you stopped? Confused. Interesting. I had to flip this one and flip it again on the map, which gave her an approach. Okay, well, all right, so maybe the map was wrong. Now it's right. All right, here she comes. "25 passengers to Hemingway, 13 in that car." So 22 passengers going on, plus 25. So 47 passengers going off to Hemingway and Alarka Junction. They will build up. All right. She's gone past. Let's go ahead and keep going here. Whoa, slow down there, buckaroo. What is going... Uh-oh. Do not tell me I got on the ground. I'm looking at a gray... I am on the ground. No! Well, 65, guess what? That was a little fast up that hill. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to stick her in the engine shop. I now have no choice. We'll put her on a repair track. So, with that being said, was it tender on the ground too? Let's see. Yep. All right. Equipment. Repair station. Bryson repair tracks. I can't believe I damaged my brand new doggy. Bryson repair tracks. Okay. Let's go take her in. I knew I was going. I came up that, and I could just tell by the sound I was going way too fast. That's what I get for showing off. I can't drive a train and talk at the same time. You all know that already. Let's clear that. No. All right, and oh. Okay. All right, well, here she sits. The yellow's a repair track. This is repair track. This is repair track. This is repair track. And of course, everything that's inside the house is repair track. Well, I'm done with her anyway, except for that one car going back to Whittier. And there's no time limit on that I'm aware of. So we're going to let that sit. This is going to hurt my rating as well, too. But it is what it is. All right, let's take a look at engine roster. Number 3. Oh, that one. Okay, number 3 is sitting in here. Is that my Mogul? No, that's the Air Pacific. Gotta be this one. There we go. All right, so we have, let's see. He said he did a runaround. Can you do a runaround up here? Yes, you can. Okay. So I'm going to have to run around, grab on the back end of this thing, and pull down. And I think he's got, if I remember correctly, he's got some sitting in number 1. This locomotive, from now on, guys, I would rather have it stay down at the sawmill. So delivery to the sawmill should be last. So I'm going to have to pull these down. Select. Oh, he's got it on orders. He doesn't even have the air connected. Okay. Nope. All right, air is connected. So let's go ahead. All right, pull this up. So these 4 cars can go into Connolly Creek L3. And then there's another 4 cars that go into Connolly Creek L1. So not overly efficient way of doing things. I'm considering in my head if this locomotive would be strong enough to do, well, going 16 cars up, it'll be strong enough. But 16 loaded going down, will it be strong enough? That's what I'm trying to. 12 was pushing it. I don't know. I'm thinking that I'm going to have to, I think that might be the way to do it. And run 16 cars up, 16 cars back. And then when they empty at the sawmill, 16 cars up, 16 cars back. So that's 32 cars. That'll keep the sawmill full of lumber. Or full of wood so they can make lumber. Which means that the cars that I have I'm going to try it. I think I'm going to rearrange it. So if you guys can picture this, in the string of cars going from the locomotive to the far end as I'm pushing up the mountain. The first four we'll go back and actually I'm sorry. At the other end, away from the locomotive, the farthest end away, first four will be for Connolly Creek L1. Then the next 8 will be Connolly Creek L2, and then the last 4 will be up here, Connolly Creek L3. The locomotive can stay up here, and then when they're all loaded, reverse the process, pick everything up, head down the mountain. It's where to store the extra logs. Right now I can store the extra logs on the main line because I'm not using the main line, but when I open up Silva, I can't use the main line anymore. Hemingway Station. What a challenge. It's an interesting, like I said, the switching puzzles get interesting as you advance your game. I love Railroader for that. What was that? $75 for 47 fares. Okay. All right. Get some air on these cars. Oh, like where are you? There you are. Okay. So now we're going to go back. I'm going to ride the tender. Lots of water, lots of coal. We're good to go on this one. Alright, let's go road mode. We'll go 15 miles an hour. Because it gives me I can let him do what he needs to do. I need to pass Connolly Creek L2. Because those should be down at the sawmill. Until I open up Silva, I can store the extra logs on the main line, down by the interchange. Once I open up Silva, I'll have an extra track at the yard at East Whittier because the interchange will actually move down to east of Silva. That'll be fine. So then once that happens, it'll be easy. Once I open it up Silva, then yeah, then the extra 8 cars can be stored there in the yard at East Whittier. I do have that track. There's that one track that's on the opposite side. It's not being used for anything. I kind of want to keep that open for to help switch and facilitate moving cars around for the sawmill. You know, taking cars in, bringing cars out, that kind of thing. The most we can get on the spur track is 8 cars, maybe 9, but we'll just call it 8 for safety measure. So we may have to, and I know one track can take 8 cars, the other track can take 7. So I can always just say 7 and 7. Just keep it simple. Actually, you know what? That's where I'll store them, because if I do 7 and 7, I won't need that track, and I can take 8 cars of logs and stick them in there to store them if I need to. Okay, so there's the other 4 cars right there. Alright, you know what? Maybe I don't even need to. Let's rethink this again. So I've got 8 cars, 4 for Connolly L1, 4 for Connolly L3. I bring these down, swap them in place for the ones that are sitting down there, which are probably empty by now. Bring those 8 up to Connolly L2, let them sit. Go back down the mountain light, and then you always keep the engine at the locomotive at the sawmill. That way I come up with empties, I go back down with loads, and then I'm sitting there waiting for the loaded ones to empty out, and by the time they're emptied, these empties up here will be loaded. That's the more efficient way. I don't need to store 8 logs. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, let's jump off right here at the switch. Down to 5 miles an hour. Oh, there's a switch against us. Okay. And what I should do is can I drop a fusee right here? Hang on. There we go. Control F. There we go. Drop a fusee right there. That way he'll back up to the fusee and stop, and I don't have to guess about trying to get him to stop. Flip this switch because he's now clear. I can go forward by 5, go into yard mode, and tell him to come forward by 10 cars. Alright, let's come forward by a half a car. A half a car. Half a car. Thank you. Listen, Otto, go back to run 8. Alright. Stop. Larka Junction. Alright, he's already made it to the end. Okay, we released that one. I just realized I can't leave this fusee here like I used to do. If I'm going to do the road thing, to pick that up. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go back into road mode. Go reverse. 15 miles an hour will be fine. Actually, I'm going to take him down to 5 until he passes my switch here. I'll throw the switch because the next ones coming up are going to go to Connolly L2. So I need to leave this switch using the railroad rules of lined and locked 4 in the normal position. Not mainline, but normal position. Because right now it's reversed. Red, reversed. What's up, Jeff? Yeah, you like that? Yeah, well, he's over here. Even Otto's left run 8. What can I say? No, that's not true. Otto's still over there messing things up. This is Otto. This time frame on Railroader, yeah, this is Otto when he was a kid. Over in Run 8, he's just a drunken old man now messing things up over there. So this is where North Carolina. That's where we're in. Although I'm doing Yosemite Valley Railroad, I'm just thinking that this is out here in the mountains, Sierra Mountains, or in and around Yosemite Valley. That's my mindset. But the reality, what they're modeling is North Carolina. What's North Carolina known for? Moonshine. Yep, that's what. Yep. So Otto, he got to start with moonshine, messing things up as a kid, and it just continued into his latter years. Yeah, making people laugh. I love it. All right. So as he pulls out here slowly, come on. I'll have to go back on tonight when I get done with this stream, go back and see if the Mateo server's back up again, because I still want to do a Run 8, and a Run 8 stream. I haven't done one in a while, but I want to do one. I want to do multiplayer, so anybody that has access to the Mateo server, I will schedule it. I'll put that out there and let you know, hey, it's up. We're going to do this. And as long as you're fully updated, I think they updated yesterday. All right, let's set this back. Go into follow mode. You can turn that off. Orders. All right, Auto, take it down 20 miles an hour. All right, our passenger train has made it all the way to Alarka and has moved out and is heading toward the Fusey. I should get that message. Yeah, Fusey engage here in just a moment. You have the alerts on. Awesome. Definitely want to do that. So we're going to go ahead. I'll get my little advertisement going here. Please, if you like the content, if you're enjoying what I'm streaming, if I'm making you laugh, if I'm making you cry, if I'm making you angry, I don't care. As long as you remember The Lazy Farmer. My name is Kurt H. Go ahead and click the subscribe button. Give me the thumbs up to help my analytics. Hit the notifications so that way you know when I stream live or when I put up a recording. And yeah, come join it. And actually, multiplayer is going to happen more and more on Railroader here. So if you have Railroader, you can join my Discord channel, and we'll get you into the Railroader section. Of course, you have to abide by the rules. And I've got some pretty nasty mods over there. That if you sneeze wrong, they're going to go, you know, hey, you're out, bub. What? You're bringing moonshine here? Otto, you're out of here too. We don't want you screwing up Discord. So anyway, but yeah, we had a good time yesterday. 7-hour stream, multiplayer, and multiplayer with a real railroader too. Chris works for Burlington Northern, so BNSF. So we got to learn some stuff, how a real railroader does things and how they look at things, and the switching puzzles that they deal with on a daily basis, how to do things efficiently. So, and he enjoyed himself because I know he did, because he kept pushing me to stay. Just keep doing it. You got 109 passengers at Whittier. You can't leave them there. You got to run another train again. No, I need to go to sleep. Because what I do today, I had to work today, 8 hours watching freshman baseball. Well, watching freshmen attempt to play baseball. It was fun. These guys, man, they tried hard. Oh my God, they tried so hard. But I mean, just the amount of errors. Yeah, just some mental stuff that they, you know, they lost their focus on the mental stuff. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead. That's looking good. Come down here. Let's go ahead and flip that switch. I listened and partly watched the 7-hour stream while doing things around the house and kitchen. All right. That's good. Hey, I'm glad you watched it. Hope you learned something. Hope it entertained you. It must have your back today. I don't know if you were here. My brand new, if you were here at the beginning of the of this stream, you saw the brand new locomotive. A Pacific P43. Oh, he's such a good boy. Nice big beast. Oh my gosh. And what do? I derailed it. Came out of Appalachian hardwoods a little too much steam. We'll just say that. And put it on the ground. Yep. But, oh well. Alright, so we're going to come in. Yep, those are all empty over here, so they need to go up to Connolly L2, so I'll take those up. do a little switcheroo around here, put these in there so we can put some logs into the sawmill. We'll take those up to Connolly L2, then I'll come down light power. I'm going to... I think we should be fine, to be honest with you. I think I can advance a day. It was brown. Alright, let's go manual mode here. Oh, thanks for hitting the brakes there, buddy. Whoa! Aliens took over control of the camera. There we go. Get rid of that. But that's all right. She's sitting on the... Oh, see, that's how good I am. Look at that. Look how close. Look at that. Oh, I'm a professional. I'm not just a railroader on YouTube. I'm a railroader in real life. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Nope, 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 nope. All right, let's go ahead and come off the brakes. Push into these. See, look at me. With this loaded, I have to go almost up to 100% to get it just to come up, and it's still not even at 5%. That new Pacific, man, I can have a long loaded consist, hit it, and it'll be at 5 miles an hour in no time at all. So, and I think that's what caused me to derail, is I'm just so used to going almost full power with these smaller locomotives. I went full power with that one, and yeah, I tried to jump it. There was like a hill right there, and I think I tried to jump the hill from one track to the other and failed. Little Evel Knievel action on the... You guys all know who Knievel is. If not, look him up. There we go. Oh, I just got brand new cars, and I got these cars repaired. Oops. All right, let's do something here too. We sit back and we notice all these cars are like ugly. Some of them are even different colors. We got some red down here. Really? Stop it. Ah. There we go. Pull back a little bit. All right. So I want all these cars to look like these cars. So we're going to come up here. We're going to go ahead and control and click in the center. Go to equipment, customize. And those are the cars I'm going with. Yeah, I know. It looks like Green Bay. Green Bay is my second team. And we just got to click on it a couple times, making sure it took. And they're all the same color. All the same. Everything's the same. So there it is. Customize it. Everything. So logging for me is green. And with gold lettering, my that's the Green Bay colors. C to C. And then I see passenger. That is actually, I think I need to get rid of this fusee now too, because this fusee is way too close. There we go. It's already pulling logs off. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and back up. CTC's up, by the way, too. CTC signaling is up and running. So, like I said, we get that when we get the multiplayer going, my expectation is that someone will end up at least, and we'll rotate with somebody who will play dispatcher. So kind of want to bring gray for the hoppers. Yes, they're down there. You really can't see them, but I did gray for the hoppers. And I'm hoping when I advance today that I can actually change the hoppers to where I can send them up the mountain out by Hemingway, because I now have a coal mine. And I got a hopper that's empty. Oh, copy to coupled. Gotcha. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, you know what? I get it. Been a long day. Freshman baseball will do that to you. All right. We're going to go ahead and we'll push up and we'll just drop the empties right here. So we'll push the empties back up the mountain. Like I said, put them at Connolly Creek L2. Come down light with the power, and we'll put the power on what's in there. And so you'll see that you'll go up with empties, come back with a loaded, keep the locomotive down here. That way it's, cars up, cars down. I'm thinking, Jeff, yeah, refilling the coal, because right now if I send the car, it's $250, which is a lot of money for this era. To send it through the interchange to get it refilled. So, but right now I can't select the coal mine on the hopper as, where it says you go in and say, send empties to. So I want to advance the day because I just started the contract. So I want to advance the day to see if that changes. Something I did ask you in the Discord channel for Railroader is if they are ever going to give us boxcars that we can start running captured freight service. And the example would be right here from the sawmill, captured freight service of dimensional lumber, and then taking it to Bryson and delivering it to Appalachian hardwoods. And then bringing the empties back and go back and forth. And just kind of like what we're doing. This is called captured service here because it's our cars, and then bringing them back. So that's my goal. I mean, I would love to see that. My goal, like I'm going to do anything, like I'm going to create that. I did put it out there though. I did ask that question. Now I don't know if the individuals that answered it, if they work for Railroader, if they're the developers or what, but I mean the first one was like just simply no. I don't like answers like that. You know what? If you're going to say no, give me you want to say a reason. And the bottom line is, to a customer, and that's what I am. If I spent money on your game, I am a customer. To a customer, you never say no. You might say not at this time, or it is in the plans, but it is like way down low on the to-do list. You give them something. All right, forward. Let's go forward 5 miles an hour. Don't get me close to the end, but without hitting it. But come on, guys, show of hands. Captured, boxcar captured service. Why not? Now, if they come back and say no, And here's the reason why. That was not captured service on this little short line railroad during this era. That was something that did not happen. Okay, this is what you're modeling. I get it. At which point, those people that are smarter than me are making mods. Can you make a mod to do that? And that's all I got to say about that. I'm thinking I need... Wait a minute, I do have something to drink. So effectively, yeah, I think, you know what? The more I contemplate this whole thing with the sawmill and how I'm going to do it, I'm going up right now. What I was doing on contracts on tiers 1, 2, and 3 on this contract was go up, wait an hour, and then come back down, and then have to wait several hours before I go back up. This way, I go up empty, only takes 1 hour. Okay, with the go up with the empties, and then, like I said, I'm waiting down here. So I go up with the empties, drop them, pick up the loaded, come down here, and then I'm waiting for these cars to unload. By the time they're unloaded, all the cars up on the mountain are full. So now I'm basically doing one round trip and getting twice the number of logs on one round trip. Definitely more efficient. Okay, he just blew his horn once. We're good to go. Come to a stop. Hit the tab. Yep, everything's gray. Okay. Alright, not on this end, so let's go down here. Oh, it's right there in front of me. Hello. Alright, come down here. Boy, I'm all over the place. Being spastic. Alright, he's back. And let's go in reverse at 5 miles an hour. Having that Pacific down, the P43 down, is going to be in that 62%. It's going to it's going to be a couple of days before I can get it back. I can tell you that right now. If they, well, hang on a second. Wait a minute. I'll do this. Locations. Bryson engine service. One shop crew, 15. What if I hire time to complete 18 hours? Tomorrow I get a second one. Well, it still won't be ready tomorrow, but, well, maybe. Well, we'll see. But it'll take 18 hours to fix, so that's alright, because if I have to. So I've got one guy down here, $15. I got one guy up there, so pretty much right now it's like one car delivery pays for the 3 workers. Alright. And flip the switch. Yard. Forward. Let's call it 5. Couple of 3 miles an hour. He's down to 6, under 5, under 4. Boom. A little on the fast side. That'd be a nice mod to be able to say a couple at 3, couple at 2. Alright. That. And take off the handbrake. And let's go road 15. Go stand down here at the end so I can see the switches before we get to them. I'm the king of the railway! I need to go. Oh, I just realized I need to check my Netflix. I want to see if I'm at the end of the series, Three Body Problem, or if there's another episode. That really caught my attention. If you haven't seen it, if you have Netflix, Three Body Problem, check it out. It'll make you think. Okay. Well, I better pay attention to what I'm doing. Actually, I can do it here. This will be fine. Signal, stop. No. Yep, that's what I want. Passenger, go back. Copy to the others. Orders, forward. All right, 30 miles an hour. Let's go. And now I'm back here. A little stuttering here. I'm really, you know what? I think we're going to have to get that mod that somebody said that they found where the memory leak was, and the FPS issue. And so there's a mod that resolves that, and I'm starting to think that I need that. Even with the update that they did, there's a little patch they did, I thought that they would take that mod and go, oh, that's where the memory leak's at? Let me go fix it. And, yeah, no, I guess I didn't. And I noticed that the more I'm jumping around, yeah, the worse it kind of gets. Yep. This might just take me to the end of the stream. I'm about 20 minutes away from that. So we're going to go up. Like I said, we'll just pull it, go all the way right into Connolly L2. And we'll take the locomotive back down light. Call it good. Oh, I so want this to be I would sit there and watch like a Heisler or a Shea trudging up this mountain. I would love to watch that go by. And they're not built for speed, but they were definitely built for logging and hauling heavy loads. Alright, this is L1, so we're going to go straight. L1 and P1. Alright, we're departing a Larkin Station. Heading for Hemingway. Alright, flip. There we go. You know what, I got another mod that if somebody is actually, well, not if, there are people out there smarter than me than this. Another mod would be to, for multiplayer, the different accesses. You have crew, train master, dispatcher, operations, of course president would be me on my railroad here. But it would be nice if you can configure all those different levels, like president has access to everything. Say your operations manager, has access to everything except for changing the password to get on the server, something like that. Then your train masters can do everything on a train, but they don't have, the ability to change passwords or to kick people off, anything like that, to be able to set those. I know they're preset, but to be able to set those, that would actually be really cool. That would be, and then, that would be something else that I would suggest that, you can turn on or activate which ones you want, and then once they're activated, what they can and cannot do at each level. So, crew, we ran into that yesterday. Chris came on and Hank came on. They were both at crew level, because I was just kind of curious. And something that they could not do was at crew level, it was restricting them from changing the destination of a car. In other words, like the skeleton cars here, changing where the empties go, what track they're supposed to go on. You can't do that as a crew. All they could do is go to wherever the destination is. So I had, we bumped them up a level, still couldn't do it. Bump them up a level, still couldn't do it. We got the train master, now they can do it. So, and then there's one that's dispatcher. Okay, so maybe the dispatcher, all they can do at that time is just, they can't work trains, but they can run the CTC board. So, but there's not, I haven't seen anything yet, and I really haven't, I'm just thinking about, I need to dive into the manual and kind of get a feel for okay, am I going to go straight here? I think I'm going to go straight. Orders is taken down to 5. Yeah, we're perfect. Okay. But I need to find out. Yeah, hey Chris! What's up? Welcome back. How was work last night? Oh, okay. Oh no. What? Oh no, what? Oh no, what? Oh no, did you hear the bad news? Did you just come on just now and caught the bad news? No, I'm like the least of the bad news. Go back and watch the video. Probably about halfway through it, I put the brand new Pacific on the ground. I pulled a CCTC. I came out of Appalachian hardwoods way too fast. And yeah, I think it almost jumped the track and tried to get on the other rails, but no, I stuck it right on the ground. Locomotive 62%, tenders at like 90%, so they're sitting on the repair tracks. I hired another worker. I might actually just hire 2 more workers, so I have 3 guys up there in Bryson to work on that. Get them done, because we'll need it tomorrow. But I think it's still going to take 1 full day for them to, even if I do that, it'll take 1 full day for them to get that in working order so we can start using it. So bad timing on my part. Hey, good for you. Bryson's open for you. Finally. So yeah, okay, so you stayed up all night and played, didn't you? Didn't you? You didn't go to work. You called in sick. Alright, we're going to take, like I said, we're going to take this one back. And we're going to tie it into the 8 that are sitting down there. So that's the new SOP. Jeff's got it at 54.22. Watch it sit on the ground. No, the new SOP is this locomotive will stay down at the sawmill. So you will, so if anybody works the sawmill run, I'll take 15 miles an hour, be fine actually. They'll go up the mountain with empties, and we've got 16 cars, so they'll go up the mountain with empties and they'll come down with, I'm sorry, let me be more specific. Go up with 8 empties and then come down with 8 loaded. And then sit down there until those cars at the sawmill are unloaded, and then they go back up the mountain with 8 loaded, or 8 empty, and then come back down with 8 loaded. So that's going to be, that's the most efficient process. Leaving the locomotive up on the mountain, not efficient. And considering the fact that it takes longer for them to unload than to load, yeah, that's the best place. That way we can gauge it. Oh, it's unloaded. Take it up the mountain. Come back down with loaded. Yeah. I have Discord up. I am in Discord. Let me see. I am not in my channel at this time. I've got 10 minutes left on the stream. I will jump in there after the stream is done. So pretty much it's going to be bringing this back down, tying it into those loaded cars that I just dropped off at the sawmill. And I will wait. I will probably end the stream at that point, but I'm going to wait until the passenger train gets into Whittier Station and drops off their passengers and pulls out, and then I will advance a day and see where we're at and get an idea for what my next stream is going to be like. Mateo server, we know yesterday, Chris, you saw it, that they updated Mateo server. Today, the server's down. So my Run8 video did not happen, because that's what I was actually going to do today. I kind of would like to get a group of us together also on the Mateo server, and let's go find some place, you know, where it's in the Callaway yard, or whether it's in the Mojave yard. We're running cars out to the Cal Portland Cement on the Oak Creek branch, something like that. You have idea? Oh my God, that is like the 3 most scariest words out of Chris's mouth. I have ideas. Well, it's also out of mine too, because I know when I say I'm at work, I go, I have an idea. And they just, I mean, listen, you work at a government operation, like a school or something like that, and you say, hey, I have an idea. Unless you have PhD after your name, they don't want to hear your ideas, because those PhDs think they're smarter than everybody else. But quite frankly, they make some of the dumbest maneuvers. So, yeah, we were talking about that today. Talking to some coaches who are teachers at a neighboring school district, and they kind of informed me that, yeah, be prepared, we're probably going to go on strike. Yay. But yeah, there's some, yeah, my brother's like that. I love my brother to death, man. He's got a PhD in nuclear physics. Tell me, how many nuclear power plants are there in the United States that are operational? They're probably only fully staffed. He got his PhD in the Navy, you know, served on nuclear-powered submarines. Great place. He used it there. Gets out of the Navy. Where do you think he's used his PhD in nuclear physics? Nowhere. Smart guy, but sometimes his ideas, dude, next time you have an idea, let it go. Set it free. If it comes back, then it's meant to be. But if it flies away, move on. You know what? I'm going to... So, come about 7 minutes to the end of the stream, so I'm not going to stop. I decided just now I will not stop until the passenger service gets done at Whittier and comes up against the fusee or the light. Probably though, when it comes up against the light, then I'll go ahead and let it pass the light and stop at the fusee. And actually, if I flip this switch down here, it actually should give it an approach. But I'll let you guys see what's coming up next. I'll advance it. We'll go do that. We'll advance the day. We'll all look at it together. And then I want to see if I can change the destination for my coal cars. They're now gray. Yeah, they're a light gray. They actually look good. Makes sense for coal. But yeah, if you guys make mods for Railroader, oh my god, please make a mod for captured service on a boxcar. Or actually just give us anything. Captured service for anything. You know, but boxcars definitely makes sense right now to go back and forth between the sawmill and Appalachian hardwoods. Oh wait, you know, captured service, there's got to be, because I would have captured service to go from the coal mine to Appalachian hardwoods because they're coal-fired. And I believe in Silva, I think it's the paper mill is coal-fired as well too. So I would need two more coal cars, 3 more, because there would be Dillsboro. If I open up the Dillsboro line and then put in the yard and the roundhouse down there, they get a coal tower, so I would need one. Yeah, you know what? Advancing a day, I hope, opens that up to where I can change the cars, because that would give me a coal car for Bryson, Whittier Junction, or West Whittier, Dillsboro, the paper mill, and Appalachian hardwoods. At least 5 coal cars that I would have captured service from, send them up to the coal mine, and then bring them back down and deliver them to the industries. And maybe even have to go to 10 coal cars. That way I have, well, maybe 12. Not 12. No, I'm saying 5, maybe 7. Because the coal cars sitting at the coal towers would just sit there. But for the 2 industries, at least 4 cars. 2 for each industry. I'm running these things through my head. This is when I say to myself, I have an idea, Chris. Oh, I know what's stopping the light. It's this switch right here, because I keep this switch. So as long as this one is line and locked for mainline operation, and do the same thing here. Oh my goodness. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 cars are already empty. And I just put those there. So this is going to turn a lot. So yeah, the lumber doing the logs, multiplayer, we can have one person be responsible for the sawmill, and then they can come help somebody doing, you know, playing RCO, and then come back like an hour later, watch the clock up here. After an hour, come back here, see where we're at. If these cars are still kind of loaded, they're not 100% empty, go back, play RCO for another hour. When these are 100% empty, then now they switch their services over to the logging industry. I still think that these need to float out, and we need to see those go up the conveyor into the sawmill. Would be really cool. All right, let's get that switch, come to a stop. Jump down, break a leg. Okay, but this one is green. That's green. That's green. So that light right there should actually be, I'll go there and take a look at it. That should actually be a clear now, because I'm off the main line. That's the main line right there. So by the way, Chris, now that you got the mod for the map, how's that playing for you? Oops. All right, he's going forward. Perfect. So the sawmill is killing. Okay, well, we'll talk about that when we get into Discord. Sawmill is actually pretty cool, to be honest with you. 2 cars. 1 car. And we'll go half a car. He's already coming to a stop. 3 miles to couple. Come on, creep on in, creep on in. Nope. Half a car, come on in. Boom! Alright, stop. Stop! Hit the brakes, you. Alright. So we're done with that. Let's go ahead and narrow that up so it's ready to go. And since he is already got his brakes on, we're going to go ahead and take this off. We don't need that. Alright, so he's good there. Let's jump up here real quick. We're going to take a look at the lights here and here. Actually, it's going to be here. So we're going to jump up right there. And my prediction is... stopped. Why are we still stopped? What has got us stopped? I want the fusee there because I want him to stop at the fusee, not at the light. So if I come down here, why is he stopped? That's lined and locked. The only other reason I can think is that's the absolute last signal before he goes into dark territory. So at which point, I wonder if I could do this. Let's get off of this, go jump, or did Bryson, jump to Bryson. Let's go, actually I want to be on the back side, go right there. All right, and it should be, you can see the stairs. It's this door right here. You just walk through the door. And here we are. All right, and then we just get in the chair. There we go, sit down in the chair. Let's take this to CTC. All right, we get those. $64 left, 64 right. 4 right. Okay. All right, so that's reverse. So I actually just reversed that switch. Back, hit the button. So switching this switch back again. Got 2 lights right here. 64L, what does that do? Okay, so I just hit the button. Is it green? Over here. So now green and red. All right, let's go jump back East Whittier. Let's jump back here again, see what that looks like. Oh, it changed this one down here. So that's the double one. Okay, so that'd be for A trains coming this way. That's what I thought. Okay. So we got to go back to Bryson. There we go. All right, so this one goes there. R. I'm thinking that's why I can't change it, is because it's the end of the line. It's the last signal. Because you can see I've only got from Whittier to Bryson done. Oh, VRR1, 5 cars heading. All right, it's going. It left Bryson already, so it's heading into Governor Island. Yeah, occupied 5 cars. I actually sent it this way, but I don't want to do that. Let's see it come here in a minute. So I'm just going to have to wait for it to get to Whittier and give me that indication that and it stopped because it's dark territory and I just got to tell it to pass. So, okay then. And let's go ahead and follow that one. Oh, what do you stop for? Uh-oh. Got plenty of water, got plenty of coal. Oh, look at that. Why are we stopped there? Okay. Back here. Switch is normal. 50. Gave him the green. Let's see what he looks. Let's go take a look and see what that looks like. I have never played. You guys are watching this as he got an approach signal. Okay. There he goes. He's got his approach, but it's 15 miles an hour, so it follows that rule. Sawmill's killing me, not so much better. I need a switch just for it. Coming down with low fuel. Oh, yeah. That's what I did. I mean, that's why I took, you start off and you have the mogul. And then you get the 10-wheeler, which is what I'm looking at here, pulling my passenger train. So, yeah, and then coming down, that's another reason why I keep the locomotive down at the sawmill. All right, what are we looking at? There's here, 52R. All right, oh, I gotta give them switches all the way through this. I like it. Let's see, 54R right there. And ping, he just went through it, so it just went red. 54R, 56R, right here. So that gets them into Ella Station. 62R. Green. And I just can't advance that one because that's the end of line, which is really sucky that I can't do that. And there's a fusee down there, so I don't know why. Well, maybe if I wonder if I took the fusee away, but I don't want to do that. All right, so he should be all good all the way through. Let's go back to ABS mode. Let's take a look and see what we're seeing here. Yeah, see how I jump around, how it gets longer and longer for it to render in. When we talking and call me crazy. Okay, I don't have to wait till we talk. You're crazy. Quincy! Call you crazy, what you mean? You earned the title when you signed on with the railroad. Right? Well, effectively, if you signed the papers to join the railroad, you were already crazy to begin with. Signing those papers just made you certifiable. What's up, Mr. White? How we doing this evening? Thanks for coming in, joining just as I'm about ready to bring this to an end. Yeah, we're just going to follow this train. 10-hour shift and 1 hour of work. And my tax dollars are paying that because, and I say that because, yes, the railroads are subsidized by the federal government. And they sent you I'm not going to say it. I might be on speaker and I'm not going to say what I'm going to say. Never mind. Getting ready for the 4 a.m. drop and stop. I am, you know what? After yesterday's stream, and then coming back after beer went offline because the Mateo server got updated. Yeah, after that, coming back into Railroader with Chris and Hank. By the time I went to bed last night, I could not stop thinking about Railroader. What to do? Amtrak broke down. Okay, so I was going to say that. Yeah, it's Amtrak. What else do you want? I mean, come on. Amtrak made me wait in Reno for 7 hours because they broke down between Reno and Elko. You know, and it took that long to get somebody from Union Pacific to jump into a locomotive and go out that way light, pick it up, and drag it back. And then dragged it all the way back to Emeryville. So, you sound like they did it on purpose. All right, what do we got? We got 46 passengers going to Whittier. "41 passengers, they're going to Whittier, and 25, they're going to Whittier." What's my financing right now? Where are we at? I'm at $5,690. I could literally pay this back. I have one loan sitting out for $5,000. If I could actually pay back $3,000, I'd be okay with that because I'll probably make $3,000 just off the logs coming down to the sawmill. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I paid. And I got $2,000 remaining. I have 4 days to pay $2,000 back, or I'm going to pay $200 in interest. Guess what? I'll have that paid off tomorrow. It was a new model. What the new Acelas? Sleep is overrated anyway. So wait, yep, it was one of the newest Acelas. So what those things can do? What 150, 160? Just about 11 and a half hours on Railroader. You know, Hank didn't stick around for very long. I have to admire Hank because he says, "It time to go to bed. Time to go to bed." He's gone. So, high-priced junk. Well, that may be the future out here because I know they're still talking high-speed rail. They're still talking to going around the mountains instead of stopping at Bakersfield. But now I guess things are kind of on hold or moving way too slow. It's way over cost. So Amtrak has put in for expansion of their service, and it's probably going to get approved to go around the mountain on either BNSF or UP lines down there to go down to get to Barstow and on into LA and then because now they're talking high-speed rail from LA to Vegas. That's just the start. Honestly, LA to Vegas, Vegas to I'm trying to think what's next. Vegas, Flagstaff. I mean, just follow Highway 40. Was it 40 or 44? The old Route 66. Just follow that and you can just go all the way to West Memphis and stop at West Memphis, and then you can worry about do we want to continue on and go over the Mississippi River. Wait. They're dropping traction motors? Just peachy. Or is that CSX that's dropping traction motors? No, that would be Norfolk Southern. No, Norfolk Southern drives their trains in the rivers to Washington. How about pay you guys to go out there and fix it and get it moving? Yeah, stop thinking, Chris. You'll get fired for doing that. Unless you have initials after your name, you're not allowed to think. You're not allowed to come up with ideas. You're not allowed to look for more efficient ways to do things because you just don't have those initials after your name. So you're not qualified to do that. Bite. Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that. Once you start saying that, start thinking that way, next thing you know, you go, yeah, we found somebody else that can do your job cheaper. His name's TheLazyFarmer. You thought you were going to get furloughed this morning? I mean, well, furlough's not too bad. It's just an unpaid vacation. And, you're on the books still, and they can always bring you back. What the hell? A slimy trail-laying yard rooster. Yeah, but were you right? And then the next question too, Quincy, is did you say that out of anger or spite? Or were you looking longingly at him going, you really are a slimy trail laying harvester? All depends on how, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Terminate for cause. All of the above. Too funny. He's a sleaze bag and he knows it. He's a sleaze bag and proud of it. Clinton Dave, that's actually a good question. It's not off topic at all. Thanks for the question. It's something that I've talked about on a few streams. If it comes back up, it's going to come back up on the machine I'm on right now. The server, and just to kind of recap that, the server that I had set aside, or the equipment I had set aside for that particular server, actually it melted down. I'll just say, the long thing is I had it sitting in storage. My buddy who shares the storage with me was moving things around and kind of organizing it, and then in the process of doing all that, he actually dropped that piece of equipment. I didn't know until I got it back and found that the case was dented. So pass the signal. Okay. So anyway, the case was dented. I got it here. It seemed like it was working. I left it up and running when I went to work, just to test it and see, because everything else seemed fine as long as I was sitting here. When I came back, it was a dead machine. So I'm not sure what took it. But yeah, so in the meantime, that Mosell's dead. So if I do bring it up, it'll be up intermittently when I decide to play on Mosell. And if I bring it up, I'll leave it up for like a day. But it's also my personal machine. So if I do that, it'll be just during weekends and while I'm here, and so I can monitor it as well too, because I don't want to have anybody else to try to get into my machine other than to play Run8. So the other one was behind, I'm trying to think of the term I'm looking for. I keep coming in my head on No Man's Land, but that's not what I'm looking for. But anyway, park the train. Why? I can leave the train parked right here. Because if I have to come back the other way with anything for Stenzel or for Holyfield Oil, it's going to be going down this track anyway. So this is sitting here on the main line just fine. But I just want to make sure it goes past the signals, at least stops at the fusee right there, so that way the cars are clear of the Whittier station, so I can select them in the cars, and then it goes back and stops. And yeah, no, I don't. No, don't need to. You run your railroad your way. You go crash and park things on your stuff. So, do I have a count yet, or is he still unloading? 0 passengers, 0 passengers, 0 passengers. So $173 for 89 fares at, yeah, interesting. Huh. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, so that's not bad. Made some good money. We got a 3-minute wait. He'll pull up to the fusee. We'll call this good, and then I will advance the day, and we'll see what we have, what the next day brings us. If you get anything for the Whittier Yard House, well, no, what I do is, and that's part of my routine. The routine that I set up for myself is whatever comes into the interchange, I really don't care about that at this point. I always start with the sawmill. And when I'm playing solo, sawmill goes up and then comes back down. Then just before I actually start the sawmill, I will send this on the way back over to back to Alarka Junction. That way, then as it goes, it'll be out of my way, and it'll be and pretty much everything I have goes to Bryson now anyway. So other than if I get coal cars for the coal mine, that'll bring up a whole nother issue. But at least they'll be out of the way because this train will be sitting at Alarka. I plan the passenger moves. It's not constant and ongoing. It's planned around what I'm trying to do. Passenger, I try to do one, basically a round trip, at least one round trip. And depending on where I'm working, if I'm sorting cars in Bryson, then I'm going to I'll send the train again and have it do another round trip while I'm sorting. I can get at least one round trip doing that as of right now. And then, that's the thing. Once it goes off to Alarka, it's going to sit in Alarka until I get through Whittier and Ella and then get into Bryson. And once I get into Bryson, then I'll send it back the other way. And that's why, the passenger train, it's not in my way. I try to keep it out of my way, and it works just fine. In a multiplayer environment, it's going to be constant going, as we found out last night. Passenger service always has priority. So it's just a matter of keeping an eye on the map. If you know a train's coming, hey, where are you? I mean, like I said, hey, hold at Ella. Yeah, Chris, I'm picking on you. Hold at Ella. And even if you have a clear, hold at Ella, because we're in ABS mode on the signals. Hold at Ella until I pass, and then you can go ahead and then go about your way. So, and that's the kind of communication you have to have on a multiplayer railroad, unless you are like the two guys I was watching last night, purposely trying to crash their trains into each other. I guess you could do that if you want to play with it as a toy. But if you're trying to play it as a simulator and actually build the industries and build the business, yeah, we don't want to do that. All right, so at this point, everything's been sorted. Everything's sitting down at the interchange. Let me get on the ground here. There we go. Whoa, don't run into the water. You are not wearing a Norfolk Southern shirt. Grabs my train and walks away. Oh, yeah, take your train and go home. So big money is waiting on you. All you need, I guess that's what you're trying to say there, is all you need to go to Alarka. Yeah, I can get to Alarka now, and my next thing is to get the Y in, because what's the milestones I have. The Alarka Junction Y, that'll open up. I get the Alarka Junction Water Column, the Alarka Branch. I still got a lot of work to do, and I thinking was Alarka Junction Y, $1,600. That'll probably be purchased tomorrow to get those cars. Look at these. Look at the sawmill's almost empty. So multiplayer you'll have to be in my Discord. We'll have work orders in the Discord. Some of them will be, they'll be repeating constant and ongoing. That's my first thing tonight before I call it, is I'm going to put up a work order for the sawmill exactly how I want it. Like I said, I don't want to be a tyrant, but I want things to happen in a certain way because it's a plan to it. Anyway, so this is everything down here. I can't believe I put that. I can't believe I put my new toy on the ground already. I haven't even had it 24 hours. But yeah, all these cars, East Whittier, they're all going to go. So we're going to park right here. Close that, and I'm going to go ahead and settings, time, sleep. Let's advance the day. Boom, 24 cars at the East Whittier interchange. Reputation is 94% to 108. So I went back up on the reputation. Why? Operational safety, because I put my engine on the ground. If I hadn't have done that, I'd be back at 110. I don't know why my passenger service dropped the way it did, but it's back up again, so I'm fine. So yeah, we're okay. We're in good place. And then let's see, finance. I'm back. Look, I paid out 3,000. I'm back to 5,000. So you know what that means, guys? What we were just talking about. Milestones. Alarka Junction Y. Just paid for it. So my balance is now $4,001. And cars ordered waiting for delivery. 9 cars to deliver 9 cars to Alarka Junction site. These cars will be delivered to the interchange the next time. So tomorrow in the game, I'll get 9 cars that'll need to go up to Alarka. All right, so that's done. So we got all these. What do we got? Whittier, a lot of Whittier Sawmill, Robinson Gap Coal. All right, there's our first coal cars for Robinson Gap. All right, Robinson Gap Coal, Robinson Gap Coal, Robinson Gap Coal. So we got a lot of cars for Robinson Gap. Nice. We're going all the way back here. Ooh, look at all this. Whittier Sawmill, Ella House Track. It's going to be a lot. Yeah, no, it is. Now you want to run Robinson Gap at T5. Can I go to T5 now? Let's see. Locations. Robinson Gap Coal. I'm at Tier 1. Right now I'm only Tier 1. I can only do Tier 1. So as soon as the tier goes up, I will go to the max tier that's available. So, but got a lot of cars. 24 cars to be exempt. Well, actually, I need to run up to Bryson and see how my new baby is. So what we got over here? Oh, let's go check these. I want to check the coal car over here. Can we do captured service? Because this one is actually empty. So let's take a look. Equipment. Operations. Loads to East Whittier coal loader. Empties to... Okay, so I guess you can't. I was hoping, but I guess we gotta go get our coal from the East Whittier interchange. That sucks. So Quincy, I'm going to ask you: is there ever an opportunity to get coal from Robinson Coal and to basically do captured service like we do with the logs? Because you would know, you got everything unlocked. You know what? Don't tell me. Maybe it's Tier 2. Maybe it's Tier 3. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So let's see how that plays out. Don't say a word. Don't type. If you're typing, backspace that right now. All right, let's go to Bryson and check on our locomotive. He says yes. I said backspace. Chris, can you go take care of my light work, please? Some kind of madness. All right. It disappeared. Nope, there it is. All right, let's take a look. Yes, she's back. 100%. Nice. She's back. All right, we can go back, take that car down to the interchange and get ready to bring up and use this dog to go all the way, drop cars off once they're sorted. What's up, David? Allows to send and get cars from different industries or send a car somewhere else. Yeah, well, I was going to tell you. Thanks, David. Some kind of madness. Okay, let me ask you this now. I'm going to go into settings, and I call this. I'm thinking it's not. It's got to be a mod, right? It must be a mod because I have not seen some kind of madness as a setting. Somewhat blocked, mostly blocked. Yeah, so that's got to be a mod. I unlocked full route and averaging 108 cars a day between Silva and Andrews. Ooh, nice. Well, okay. So with that, I'm going to stop. I'll go look up some kind of madness. Knowing Mr. White, it's probably a mod. Yeah, I know you weren't going vanilla. You did talk me into doing the map mod. I like the map mod. And some kind of madness, you know what? If I can get captured service off of that, I'm gonna go take a look. I'm gonna go right now, get out of here, get into Discord. So Chris, if you want to come chat, or anybody else that want to come chat in my Discord channel, you're more than welcome to. So, and of course, once again, for those that are just joining, if you like the content I'm using, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, hit the notification so you know next time I go live or put up a video. Otherwise, I will catch you guys tomorrow. I got tomorrow, late, because I don't know when I'll be back after, because I got freshman baseball in the morning up to about 1 o'clock, and then we're going to Chris's neck of the woods, and we've got a game at 3:30. So by the time we get back, it's an hour trip. So by the time we get back, it'll probably be late. I may try to get at least an hour in, and hopefully everything will go right. If I do that, I might do some Run 8. We'll see how it plays out. And then Wednesday will be definitely the next railroader, picking up where we left off here. So anyway, my name is Kurt H. I am the Lazy Farmer. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll catch you guys later.